Hello everybody, my name is Wendy, and if you don't know who I am, you should, because I'm pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to start this video in a very odd way, and there's reason behind it. Okay, so, I'm going to show you a few things. I can do a jumping jack. I can jump. I can lift my leg with no help in front of me. I can move my arms. I can bend. These are things I could not do a year ago. I couldn't do any of them. I barely walked. I barely got out of bed. Now, this is my APCO story and what these products have done for me. Okay, this picture of Garth, he is our 13-year-old Shepherd Collie mix. He's also on the products and have been for a year now. My daughters are on the products. They take TH Plus to help them with their... They started on them because of to help build their immune system, because they have what is called, I wrote it down somewhere, Epstein-Barr. Alright, but through their journey with it, they also noticed that it helped with their depression, anxiety, and menstrual cramps, many other things. My husband started the product also to help build his immune system because he also has Epstein-Barr. Now, why do they have Epstein-Barr? Because I had Epstein-Barr. I did not know it. When I was 7 years old, I got extremely sick, and I remember my mom taking me to the University of California to find out. I went to that length to find out what was going on. They couldn't give her a reason why I was falling asleep and didn't have no energy or anything like that. Gizmo, you better stop. And come to find out later in life, as an adult, I was diagnosed with the Epstein-Barr. Because my husband and I have been together for so long, he therefore had encountered it, and my daughters were born with it. I was apparently a carrier. And that's their part of the journey. That's how they ended up with their products. Garth was put on it because he was attacked by coyotes like 7 or 8 years ago. And I had him on some CBD oil for his arthritis. Well, his kidneys started acting up, and at 12, then he would have been 12. And at 12 years old, you know, that's expected of an older dog, but I didn't want him to be suffering or anything like that, and the antibiotics weren't working. So my husband's like, so give him some of our TH Plus. See what that does. Well, in a matter of a couple weeks, he quit tinkling on himself, you know, because he would get up and, you know, tinkle a little bit on himself. That's how bad they were getting. Well, now he no longer does that, and it also helps with his arthritis. So my story is a long one, but I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. The first thing I do in the morning is thank God for waking up. We all have to have faith and believe in a higher being. So I thank him. I come out, and the first thing I do is take my TH Plus. I take 2 in the morning, and I take 2 at night. And I drink my shungite water. I take it with the shungite water. And I always put a little bit of, because I also do essential oils, I also put a little bit of peppermint in it every day. And that helps, you know, I don't know. I just like the taste of it. It's better than just drinking plain old water. I have cut all sugar out of my diet. And I started taking these products because Gizmo, excuse my little dog, apparently he wants to be a little vocal tonight or today. I started taking these products because I would say early in 2018 my doctors, well, first I should start off with, I'm sure everybody that knows me knows, I've had cancer, and actually, this is my 10th year anniversary today. So I've been here 10 years, a lot longer than I wasn't even supposed to be here a year, and that's if I lived through my chemotherapy, because I was given the highest strength that any human being could have at that time because of the type of cancer that I had. It was fast growing, and and because of that, I have a lot of issues. I was diabetic and osteoporosis and severe neuropathy, and I lost my teeth. My toenails and fingernails turned black and fell off. So there's lots of, issues. And they put me on a chemo pill. I would say the beginning of 2018, my last panels came in, and at that particular time, my blood work had come in, and my scans had come in, and they decided that my chemo pill was no longer working because I was still getting lesions. They weren't active lesions, but I was still getting them, and my immune system was very bad at that point. They were afraid I was going to get a simple cold, even for that matter, and it turned into pneumonia in my body, not fight it. So and then they said they were going to wean me from the chemo pill. Well, in my head, I thought that's what was keeping me alive, was this chemo pill, because my lesions were no longer active. So the fear mode set in. I got extremely scared. So I went on a mission. I met Keith and Stephen through a CBD company that we all belonged to at the time, because I had been doing CBD oil. Although it didn't work for me, does not mean that it doesn't work for others. So I'm not bashing CBD oil. I think it's a good thing. But I needed to find something that was going to heal, or at least build my immunity. So when these products came along, at first I did not have the money to purchase any. So I went on a mission. It was like I was selling my antiques. I was doing whatever I had to do to get that first box. Once I got that first box, I noticed right away, because I felt this was something spiritual. It came to me. It was like I was being led to these products. I felt I needed these products, and this is what was going to help build my immune system. So I did whatever I had to do to buy my very first box. And I noticed within the first week, I had energy. And that in itself blew me away, because I was tired all the time. I think I was depressed. Even though I'm not a depressed type person, I think I was depressed. So, and I didn't get out of bed because my mobility sucked. I was in pain every time I moved. So I stayed in the most comfortable position and where I was most comfortable at all times. Well, after about a month or two of taking these products, my family seen what they were doing to me and how I was moving around and, actually going to the grocery store and doing things that I had not done. So they were quite impressed. So my husband said, oh, give me some of them, so we got him on them, and then my daughters and my dog followed. But I believe these products were an answer to my prayer. These are my, I always come on these lives, and there's so much I want to say because my story is so long, but I don't want to bore people either. Okay, this here is my blood work, my blood panels, and my scan results. All this here, there's 8 pages here. How many people get that many pages of results? And in these results, 1 year later, I got these results in October. I started taking these products in February of 2018. And I was used to getting 13 scans every third month. And that, is a body scan, a bone scan, a brain scan, ultrasounds, x-rays, and a full blood work panel done. This was just normal to me. I've been going through that for, 9 years at the time. And so then I got these results back, and I remember my doctor was so excited because she knew what I was doing. She knew I was trying everything. It didn't, anything phytoceutical, because I was not putting any more pharmaceuticals into my body. That was it. Which also reminds me, when I, about 4 or 5 months into these products, I went from 13 medications. That seems to be a good number for me today. Okay, 13 medications to a pain patch and to my insulin, because chemo made me diabetic. Now, I would insulin 3 or 4 times a day, and I was on Vicodin and the morphine pain patch. I am now down to a half of a blood pressure pill and Vicodin as needed. That's it. I have my insulin, but I haven't had to insulin in a few months now. My diabetes is at a normal level. But I was getting back to my blood results. When I went to the doctor that day, she was so excited for me, because she says, I don't get to tell people like you, like me, this kind of news. And to make a long story short, I went from having 3 lesions in my right lung, 2 lesions in my left lung, and 2 lesions in my head, to 1 lesion in my right lung. The 2 lesions in my left lung are so tiny, they're the size of a pin poke. And the 2 in my head, I'm left with only 3 now, and they're shrinking, and they're non-active. Now, I am not, I can't say that these products, cured me or whatever the case is, because it's all about your immune system. If you got a healthy immune system, which she told me I am now in, my immune system, my blood work, my white count, my red count, my TH count, my C, all of them are in a normal range now. Something she don't get to tell people like me very often. So I'm now normal. My blood, my body can fight on its own now, because I fall in that range. Something I never thought I would see again. I now have a quality of life, one I did not have a year ago. I never made plans 2 days ahead of time. I never made plans 3 hours ahead of time, because I never knew what I was going to feel like. So most of the time I didn't go or do anything, and I surely couldn't get around very well. And I was not going to use my walker. That's all there was to it. The doctors wanted me to, because I have extremely brittle bones, and they were afraid I was going to fall and break something again. I've broken my face. That's why my nose is so big. I've broken my nose, my nose, and 5 cheekbones. My right femur, I've cracked my right femur up here, and I did something to the other, cracked and something. Anyways, so, my bones are, so that leg, needless to say, most of the time I babied, which, went up into my back and whatnot, but now I can move it. Actually, my uncle, because he noticed that I had been walking last year, made me a walking stick. I'm very proud of this walking stick. I walk about anywhere from 1 to 3 miles a day. Something I would have never done 8 years ago, 7 years ago, anything like that. And it's something I do every single day. I'm the healthiest that I've ever been. And I thank these products for it, because they healed my immune system. I have a saying that I tell people, because I think the hardest thing in the world is trying to explain to people just how important your immune system is. Because let's face it, a year ago, I had no idea. I had no idea that I I was sick. I knew that I was sick, but it comes down to having an autoimmune system disease, like the Epstein-Barr, cracked my immune system. When you have a cracked immune system and it don't get any better, you have a broken immune system. And when you have a broken immune system is when you get sick and you get disease and you get illness. And people just don't get it. They don't understand just how important your immune system is to you. So that is my goal. I feel it is my calling. I truly do. I am here for a reason. And I believe these products are my reason. I believe telling people about the immune system and what these products can do for your immune system is extremely important. And I don't care how long it takes or, whatever. I'm going to be in your face. I'm going to let people know. I do it all the time, face to face. I try to explain to people, just how important your body is and your immune system. I believe I've covered everything. Probably not, because there's always so much I want to say. But these products have changed my life. They've changed my family's life. I am here. I believe I am here because of these products. It would have been so easy for me to gotten sick last winter and in 2018, and that cold, go into bronchitis, and from bronchitis go into pneumonia. And trust me, I've been in the hospital many, many, many times for pneumonia. I've had it 5 or 6 times now since, my initial cancer through the chemo, my broken immune system. Most antibiotics don't work for me. So at that time, they didn't. But it's all about your body fighting. God made our bodies, okay? Our immune system is supposed to take care of our bodies and keep us healthy. God put things on this earth, plants, trees, fruits, to heal our immune system so we can heal our own bodies, not pharmaceuticals. I'm sorry, have you read the side effects of some of them? So anyways, I'm going to end this, and what I'm trying to say is, whether you take my word for it or not, please, please, please do the research so you know how important your immune system is to your body. It's a life or death. It truly is. It comes down to life or death. I believe if my immune system wouldn't have been cracked, I wouldn't have gotten cancer. I believe that with my whole heart. And if you've been through chemo, then you need to build your immune system, because chemo destroys it. And this product will help you build your immune system. It helped build mine from 5% to 500% in some areas. It's just totally amazing. All right. Again, I'm moving around. Things I could not do a year ago. God bless. I love yous. Have a blessed day. Bye.